Miss Princess Robot, what do you say?
Beep, boop, beep. Beep, boop, beep.
Yeah.
Can I see?
Oh, here. Oops. Hey everybody, welcome back to Joe Wednesdays. This is JHaubz and welcome back to another work edition. Unfortunately, things have been kind of hectic as far as the household front for me the last couple of days. And for, circumstances such as they are, I didn't really have a lot of time to record yesterday, so here I am today filling in at lunchtime. But anyway, part of what's been going on is Lydia's been having trouble sleeping, and I'm definitely open to ideas from any parents out there listening, because she's having some nightmares, stuff like that. Part of me suspects that it's kind of attached to the recent holiday that we had, and they've been reading like spooky books at daycare and that kind of stuff, and I don't think we've shown her anything too scary at home, but I think just kind of like the season and having a lot of kids dressed up as scary things or something like that, I think that kind of started her down on like scary monsters mentality. And then she's also been saying that she sees like a tiger in her bedroom and on the walls and stuff like that, so it's like I think her imagination is kind of getting the best of her a little bit. And then I think the other portion of it is I think she's still she misses mom. She's very attached to mom. So anytime that, mom is taking a night to herself and she's with dad for the evening or something like that, she's very, I think there's a little bit of separation anxiety still there. So, but yeah, like the last couple of nights, she just woke up in the middle of the night kind of screaming and crying and coming running into our bedroom to get us, because I think she's just I think she's just having nightmares of some kind that she's waking up to. So it could just be a phase that we gotta deal with right now, because I can't really think of anything else that would really make her any more comfortable. She knows where mom and dad are in the house, and we both leave stuffed animals with her that are kind of like ours. I have a little Charmander and she has a little Squirtle, so we've been putting them in her room so that she has little keepsakes from mommy and dad in the room and that kind of stuff. And we have night lights, so it's not pitch black in her room and that kind of stuff. So it's like we're still trying to kind of figure out where she is to kind of meet her there so that we can help her through it. But in the meantime, I'm pretty beat. Unfortunately for me, it's not, fall to winter temperatures are never a very great time for me to be sleep deprived, because that's helps induce migraines a little bit. So I'm kind of, if you can't see it in my face, I'm a little like, but we'll roll with it. On the funner side of things, though, Lydia did find this new way to play at home that she's been very attached to. She's been doing a lot of role-playing stuff, because she's been asking to watch the Ninja Turtles, the first live-action Ninja Turtles movie, a lot. And now she wants to dress up as Donatello or something like that. So Ashley has these goggles that are purple on the front that she's been putting on, and I don't know why she needed to wear her Elsa dress and her butterfly wings at the exact same time, but she wanted to have the goggles on too so she could look like Donatello as she's running around. It was really cute. And then something, I don't know, this was so random, on Sunday, but she was role playing with mom, and both of them were the daycare teachers. And then I and all of her stuffed animals were the kids. and she's like, you had to sit down on the red dot until your daddy comes to pick you up or something. It was really fun and cute. I don't know where she got the idea, but she was very attached to doing a bunch of different role playing games over the weekend, so it was fun. And sleeping stuff aside that I already talked about, it's been a lot of fun to see her kind of learning new ways to play. let's see, as far as on my own stuff, on Friday, since I took the day off work, I'm kind of just, I have a lot of vacation hours to spend before the end of the year, before I get to use the lose thing. So I've been taking Fridays just off indefinitely for the rest of the year. So I decided to see an early showing of the Eternals movie that just recently released. I don't know what my review is though, because I mean I am neither overwhelmed by how great it was, nor underwhelmed by like, oh man, that was a huge disappointment. But like I think to some level, because it's a Marvel movie, there's been I have found it additionally entertaining to see all these movies interconnected with each other. And I think because of the story that Eternals is telling and like the setup for it, it kind of felt separate from everything else the MCU has done. And I think because it felt separate, it was like, oh, okay. I mean, if it was its own movie and like detached from the MCU, I probably wouldn't have been as kind of like bummed out. But I thought it was fun. I mean, I don't want to give anything away, but like the characters in there, I think it's kind of neat that like, you know, like these characters are eternal, so they've been on the planet for as long as the planet's existed, like, you know, they have like ancient lore names, like there's a Gilgamesh guy, and there's an Athena, and there's Icarus, and some very popular mythological heroes are actual like some of the Eternals characters, because that's in the, you know, MCU, that's actually where the people got the names for the heroes that they were telling stories about. So I mean, that aspect of it, I thought was fun. And I mean, like I said, if it was on its own, I probably would have just thought like, hey, that was a really cool movie, because I mean, I really, the action sequences that they had I thought were pretty cool. And fun to watch, that kind of stuff, and I think it was telling a good story. But just like, I think in the interconnectivity of what the MCU is, I think it's obviously kind of giving, I think, the rest of where they're aiming with other movies like a solid stepping stone on how to move forward from Endgame. So that's that, you know, in some ways that's why it kind of felt separate. It's kind of needed for a lot of characters to be developed before they can throw everybody together again. So like I said, good movie. A friend on Facebook posted like, yeah, like you can wait for this one until Disney Plus, until it's on Disney Plus. Don't go to the theaters to see it. I can't disagree with that. So I mean, like, if you want to kind of give it a hold, I wouldn't blame you. But you do it, you do you, and you know, just go to the movie and enjoy it. That's fine. I won't judge you. And then lastly, if you've been getting notifications on my YouTube channel, you probably saw a bunch of bells ringing, because I put like 7 Final Fantasy videos up there over this weekend. I'm not sure, I was just like this editing fiend over this past weekend, and I think I just kind of figured out what I wanted to do with it, and I didn't have any other stuff queued up, and now that Fire Emblem, you know, Vortex, I'm finally out of that, so I can get back to the Final Fantasy stuff. Because like the footage that I had recorded of what I've played of Final Fantasy so far, like the dates on them were from like May and June. So I haven't played Final Fantasy, at least with my Ishii character, since June. So it was kind of like, okay, I need to watch these videos a little bit to remember where the heck I was, and then I needed to edit them and that kind of stuff. So I got 4 like episode videos done of the playlist, and then the 3 additional videos were actually pretty easy to throw together, because I took just the raw footage of the dungeons that I did in each of those playthroughs. I just took those dungeons and kind of put them by themselves, mostly because like I don't know if people are gonna want to watch those, and I certainly didn't want to have them in like the full part of my like storytelling of the videos that I have in the playlist. Like there's not a lot of story elements in the dungeon, so I figured I could just like cut down, like take out just the like little itty bitty parts, that I thought were important and like include those in my episode videos. But then I linked in all of those, now that I know how to do end cards, I linked the uncut dungeons to each of those in case there's somebody who wants to see it. So not all 7 of the videos that I put out there are necessarily need to be watched, but obviously if you want to just because I don't know, some people might want to see like the artistry and how it looks in there, because like some people really think the dungeons look cool, and I think the graphics of Final Fantasy 14 are actually really cool to see. And then like the flexibility of how you can like take screenshots in game and that kind of stuff, I think is pretty neat, that kind of stuff. So, but anyway, maybe people want to see the visuals, and maybe people just want to know how a dungeon goes. And honestly, I don't know, maybe there's somebody that's needing to do, or wants to see the dungeon run through so they know how to do it themselves. I don't know. So that content's there if you want to see it, but it's not required to see if you want to just get on with the story. So, but that's all on my channel, and I'll probably be linking the playlist at the end of here, so if you're interested, take a look. But I think I'm rambling on enough for today, so I'm going to cut myself off. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're having a good week, and we'll see you next time. We have a princess robot here right now. Who knew? Have anything to say to everybody? All your adoring fans? Okay, everybody, thanks for watching this week's episode of Joe Wednesdays. Click up here to see the previous Joe Wednesday, and click down here, I'll link some Final Fantasy stuff for you. See you next week. Take care.